The DevOps and cloud engineering field can feel a little chaotic at times, so there's always a good idea to bring some structure to it. The first thing that we encounter as we start working on some project is the code editor. I've tried a lot over the years, from the colorful JetBrains to the advanced Vim setups, to the simplest Notepad++, and even the half-brother of our main character, Visual Studio. So, as you might have already guessed, my go-to text editor is Visual Studio Code. Why? Well, the answer is that I like customizing my workplace and only use the features that I really need. I don't need bloated software just to write a configuration or Terraform file. I love a clean and easy-to-use environment that gets the job done. VS Code is incredibly lightweight yet packed with power. It's customizable, has an amazing extensions ecosystem, and integrates seamlessly with other tools. Plus, its performance and cross-platform support make it perfect for DevOps workflows where speed and flexibility are key. And on top of that, is also free. Let me show you step by step how I configured everything from must-have extensions to the seamless integration of a Linux environment with WSL. Alright, let's start with the most obvious step, VS Code installation. Not much to add here, just head over to visualstudio.com, download the installer for a platform, and you're up and running in minutes. Now it's time to explore the extension world. This is where VS Code truly transforms into a DevOps powerhouse. I've handpicked a suite of extensions that elevate every part of my workflow. I will list each extension in the description so you can install them easily. Let's kick things off with a visual upgrade for your workspace, with my go-to styling duo, OneDark Pro. This theme has a sleek dark palette with syntax highlighting that reduces eye strain, while keeping your interface looking modern. Next up, we have Material Icon theme. This extension transforms your file explorer by replacing the default icons with a set inspired by material design. The result? A clean, organized, and instantly recognizable layout that helps you navigate your projects with ease. Gitignore. It assists you with Gitignore file creation. Just press Ctrl-Shift-P and type add Gitignore. Very useful when you are setting up new projects. GitLens is just Git for VS Code, but more beautiful. It also gives you inline blame annotations, a detailed commit history, and visualizations that help you see exactly who changed what and when. It's like having a Git time machine right inside your editor. Python, my go-to language for diverse projects, ranging from web development and automation, because it's very adaptable, easy to use, and set up. Gremlins Tracker. Don't be scared by the name. This tool is designed to catch hidden, non-printable characters and other anomalies in your code that can lead to mysterious bugs. For example, a Docker file not building for a random reason. Speaking about Docker, here is the Docker extension. This tool is a game changer for anyone working with containers. It lets you build, manage, and debug Docker containers directly from your editor, with features like viewing running containers, managing images, and handling Docker Compose configuration all in one place. It also helps you while creating the image. Docker's big brother is Kubernetes. For engineers dealing with clusters, this extension is a must. It allows you to inspect your Kubernetes cluster, view logs, and manage pods and services without leaving VS Code. But Kubernetes deserves a video on its own, so stay tuned for that. Better Comments. Better Comments is up next. This extension categorizes your annotations into alerts, queries, to-dos, and more. By color coding and organizing your comments, it transforms them into a more useful and visually digestible roadmap of your code. Now let's talk infrastructure. The HashiCorp Terraform extension is a must-have for managing your infrastructure as code. It offers syntax highlighting, auto-completion, and linting for Terraform files, making it much easier to write and maintain your cloud configurations. As a DevOps engineer, you need YAML like you need water, which is why the extension is a must for syntax validation, auto-completion, and even Kubernetes syntax support. PowerShell, ideal for scripting within Windows environments. I use it for managing configurations and making systems more intuitive. Bash, same as the other scripting tools, used primarily for scripting, CLI, and automations, but for Linux environments. We all know documentation is that friend that we don't like, but have to invite along, because they're the only one who remembers the directions when we all get lost. And that's why we need Markdown Lint. It automatically checks your Markdown files against best practices, flagging issues and helping ensure your documentation remains clear and professional. Finally, for the Microsoft suite, I'm using mostly Azure as a cloud provider, so I picked a few handy extensions. The Azure CLI tools, useful when you want to create automation using AZ commands. Azure Resources provides an interactive view of your assets, so it's easier to keep an eye on them. These extensions are just the start. The real magic of VS Code is that it adapts to your workflow. Customize, experiment, and build a setup that works for you. Now, let's take the setup to the next level of customization by integrating WSL. Imagine getting the full power of Linux right on your Windows machine without the hassle of dual booting. With Windows Subsystem for Linux using Ubuntu, you gain access to native Superior Linux CLI tools that are essential for DevOps workflows. Here is how I set it up. Head over to Microsoft Store and install Ubuntu. Once you launch it, you're greeted with a full Linux shell that feels as natural as if you were using a dedicated Linux system. I then integrate Ubuntu with VS Code using the remote WSL extension. Once connected, you can work directly on your Linux files right from VS Code. Debug, build, and run your applications as if you were on a native Linux machine. And the experience is incredibly seamless. But why stop there? The final touch is customizing the terminal with Oh My Zosh. This tool turns every command into an experience and will make your terminal more cozy. I found this article that is a great starting point into customization. This will take us to every step that we need. First, let's install Oh My Zosh. After that, we will need to install power level 10K by using the following command and add it as a theme. Just keep here and go to p10k configure. Here you can select your favorite setup. Let's add some plugins to spice things up. This one for syntax highlighting and this for auto-suggestion. Now we have to activate them. Finally, execute this command to apply the changes. There you have it. We are now covered in all fronts with our arsenal of extensions. But even after all this, we just scratch the surface of these tools. Stay close as I will dive even deeper into the clouds. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite extensions and why. See you on the next one, and don't forget, stay on top of the clouds.